Good evening, everybody. Hello and welcome to the New Age Geeks channel. If you are new here, we are the building an inclusive space for people of all walks of life through the power of friendship, magic, and TTRPGs. Tonight we have Forging Fates, a sober D&D campaign set in the critical role world of Exandria, following our adventuring party, the Fists of Fate. I'm going to open it up to our cast, and I'm going to snooze this. I adjusted some stuff on the microphone, so bear with me as I make sure this is all going good. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening. We're good?
Let's see. Success. Great success.
And
High quality
stuff. If you enjoy the music we have going on here on Forging Fates, we highly recommend checking out the SonCraft bot. The SonCraft bot allows you to play open source community selected music and soundscapes directly from your Discord server with just a few clicks. Whether you're playing with friends or streaming on Twitch, you can use the audio stress-free. With their pro level subscription, you get their playlist builder, shareable playlist codes, access to 40 plus music genres and 20 plus soundscapes, global genre selections, and 2 premium Discord servers, all for just $10 a month. But using our referral link, you get $2 off your subscription for the first 3 months. All you need to do to get started is invite the SonCraft bot of your choosing to your server. Then just hit play and let SonCraft take care of the rest.
Well
Hello,
done.
everyone.
amazing.
Hi.
And then I just have a friendly reminder for all of our viewers that the New Age Geeks includes more than just us up here on the screen. It relies on all of you wonderful geeks and your participation in the community that we are building together. If you want to become one of the New Age Geeks, surprise, you can! Just join our Discord and subscribe to our Twitch and YouTube channels, where you'll find moderated chats, emotes by one of our favorite geeks, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hello, Sarah. And chat rooms with the cast and other members of this growing community. Another thing, remember that the best way to help us out is with the algorithms is engagement. So we'd appreciate if you'd watch the video all the way through, like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so these platforms know to share us with everyone else. Beyond that, we have posts going up on Twitter, on Instagram, and TikTok, so if you're on these platforms, follow us there for more geeky goodness.
Well done. Happy September, everybody. Or should I say happy Subtember? Because this month, Twitch is offering special discounts to new and upgrading subscribers for up to 30% off your subscription costs. This doesn't apply to you if you're using Twitch Prime or simply continuing an existing subscription, but for those of you interested in a higher tier sub or a multi-month subscription, now would be the time to get in on that. There are rules and restrictions, so check out the details page that Twitch has available for that. If discounts aren't enough for you, there's always free subscriptions. That's right, I'm talking about Twitch Prime again. If you are already paying Mr. Beeswax for Amazon Prime, you also get Twitch Prime absolutely free. Yes, I said Beeswax because I'm not going to say his actual name. But that affords you a free 1 month sub. It was me this time, guys. I'm sorry. Twitch Prime affords you a free 1 month subscription to the channel of your choosing. Every month, you will need to go in and resubscribe to that channel, or a new one, but it's a small price to pay to not have to pay a price at all. If you are willing to help us out financially, we do have a tip feature here on Twitch. You can make a donation at any time using Bits or PayPal for safe, secure, one-time donations. We have a modest merch shop for hoodies and goodies, including stickers, leggings based on Whisper's character, our totally trustworthy Not a Mimic line, which includes bags, hats, etc. And we also have a Patreon for those who wish to donate to our cause and get a little something back. Lastly, if you wish to become a sponsor of the New Age Geeks or any of our shows, including having an ad spot or little mention in between the scenes, reach out to us directly via our Instagram page, which is at new_age_geeks, plural, and we can begin those discussions there.
Okay. Let's see. What other news do we have? You can catch us next week at the same time for Goodberry Cafe, where Jem will have a group of cool, nerdy people to play through some indie TTRPG game and just have a bunch of fun. So you can always catch that. And I think that's it for next week, if I'm not mistaken.
We're light on shows this month, but
it's a tough month.
a good thing.
All right. If there's nothing else, then let's dive into tonight's episode of Forging Fates. Okay, so picking up where we last left off, having inadvertently revived the Lunar Dragon, Whisper was identified by it as a descendant of the family that had destroyed this creature, setting free the denizens of Lyrangorn from underneath the dragon's rule. Through some successful persuasion checks, you were able to avoid conflict with the dragon, though it did take a swipe at Whisper, knocking her across the room and
Rude.
almost wiping the party with a few well-placed cold breath weapon attacks.
Mm-hmm.
But as it escaped off into the horizon, the rest of the team decided it was best to try and get some rest and made their way back into the city proper, making their way towards the grove with their friend and confidant Quell. They learned the fate of those that had survived from Whisper's family, seeing that they are being healed and rehabilitated under the guidance of the clerics that reside within. From there, you all decided to try and find lodging for the evening, leading towards the Silverleaf Inn, which, upon entering, the proprietor, not happy to have 5 smelly, blood-covered adventurers enter into her establishment, quickly took payment for the room and led you all upstairs to your rooms, where most of you, Tristan excluded, bathed and spent a little bit of time to recuperate from the tumultuous day. From there, you all begin to one by one make your way back down to the dining area of the establishment, where Gormrog and Tristan were approached by a half-orc woman from their tribe, Semayur.
Sammy!
Also known as Sammy. She was quickly joined by her husband, Raynor, who began to question how you all came into possession of a fractured blade that Whisper now carries, and began to try and convince you all to help them in their goal to reunite all the blades together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yay, sentences.
Dude was doing acrobatics and gymnastics just to not give away any details while still giving details.
After things begin to get a little tense, eventually Raynor and Sammy decided to let you guys deal with the blade as you like and take a step back, and you all requested to kind of meet them the next day.
Yeah, step off.
From there, you all went upstairs, gathering in one room where everyone began to bed down, Clover being the first to knock out. Finnick and Gormrog had a conversation during their shift. Tristan sitting up the best he could to try and focus his thoughts and gather himself post all of the incidents that has happened. But as we pick up from there, the second shift being Whisper and Tristan, if I'm not mistaken.
No?
Nope.
I know. I was definitely taking second shift.
Okay. So just Tristan? Okay.
Okay.
Tristan, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
God damn.
Nice.
21. Okay. Tristan, you spend the better part of your 2 hours, and you, at this point, you're going to, unless you sleep in tomorrow, you're going to start coming into the possibility of having exhaustion the next day.
Mhm.
But you listen up throughout the evening, doing your best to remain awake in the tense evening you're having. And a few moments, you feel your eyes start to close, but then you hear the faint sound of footsteps kind of approaching, and it kind of rocks you awake. But the majority of your shift goes by without incident. Who would like the last shift? Clover and Whisper. Tristan, are you going to sleep or no?
There's not enough time for me to get a full rest if I go to sleep now, anyways, right?
Unless you sleep in, no.
Then no, I'm gonna stay awake.
Okay. So go ahead and mark off 1 point of exhaustion.
I always forget where to find that.
Okay. Whisper and
Conditions.
Say it again.
It's under conditions at the top of the page.
Whisper and Clover, as you are both shaken awake for your last shift,
yeah.
Go ahead and both of you go roll perception checks for me.
Done.
16.
Okay.
18.
All right. So, Whisper and Clover, as you both rise up and kind of take your post by the door, paying special attention to the hallway, you see Tristan there, off in his own headspace once more, not sleeping. But besides that, there's nothing that would particularly raise your attention to anything going on outside that would cause suspicion.
Cool.
Anything you'd like to do during this time, or?
Unless there's something specific you want to talk about. Clover's just going to be journaling this time.
Whisper does want to ask. So, two things. First, do you think we should fight them tomorrow?
I just feel like we've been fighting so much. I feel like if they're going to steal this item from you and you don't want to give it to them, then I will always fight for you. So I don't know if I want to, but I will.
Yeah. I don't think them having it is going to be a good thing. So,
I don't think so either.
but I don't think they're going to let us go without it, with them having it, you know?
Yeah.
They're not gonna have a choice. He just says that looking down.
You're stoic.
Hi,
Why
Tristan.
don't you sleep, Tristan?
You gotta be tired.
No, I'm fine. Just
You have
just
bad dreams.
sometimes I do. Yes.
I think we made
No.
the bad dreams go away. If you want to try it out sometime.
That actually sounds like a great idea for the future. 100%. Just in my headspace, just trying to, very confused with everything happening. And like you said, it's been a whole lot lately, a lot of fighting, but there's no way that they're taking this from us. So that's
Yeah,
just that.
I'm down to fight, and if it comes to that, and maybe before we fight, we could try to sway their opinions. I don't know exactly how to do that. I feel like you, Whisper, and Gormrog are the best at that. You, because of the magic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then my second question: did we want to steal that money back?
Yeah, I thought about it. I definitely thought about it. So if the opportunity arises,
Okay.
that might happen.
No, just know I'm in. I'm in. I don't know if the rest of the sleeping people are gonna be in, so we could keep it a secret, but I'm super in because I hated how they looked at us when we walked in. I hate people like that.
Yeah, they were very judgmental, and it was really undeserved after everything we just did for this town. So
Right? Fuck
I
you
wanted
too.
us to get in, so I paid, but I'm down to take it back.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, just wanted to check in. I figured you'd be down.
By the way, how are you feeling, Whisper, after everything that's happened? I know it's been a long, crazy few weeks.
I don't think I've been feeling yet.
Me too.
Like it's just been a lot of things, and we've
Mhm.
been nonstop, and now we have 2 people who we might be fighting tomorrow, so that's all I'm thinking about right now.
Yeah, I
Pushing
understand.
everything else away.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it feels like it's gonna be an easy night tonight, so I'm just gonna journal for a little while until we go down for breakfast.
Aye,
Or until everyone else wakes up. I guess we need to talk
aye.
about leaving this room.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so as the hours tick by for your shift, they remain relatively uneventful. And you all begin to wake up one by one, Gormrog and Finnick being the only 2 left to wake. You, the 5 of you, all gathering together in your room in the morning as light begins to pour in. And what's the plan?
So
What is the
wait,
plan?
that's a good question.
So we're meeting your jerky friend and your jerky friend's husband. We're meeting.
Hmm.
Um,
Sammy and
probably
Raina.
gonna have to fight them.
I'd really rather not. I'm so tired of fighting, but if we have to, we have to.
I love fighting, but yeah, I could be down for like a trip to the beach or something soon.
Oh, I would love a beach day.
Point of note, aren't we in the mountains?
And the cold mountains.
Yes, you
Uh,
are
like
very
like
much
we're
in the mountains.
we're far to the north right now. Like we're
Find a hot
nowhere
spring.
near a beach.
Tristan just said
I
we'll find
think
a
we're
hot
due
spring.
for a hot spring episode. Yeah.
Um, if it comes down to fighting, I think that we need to. I mean, if they get this blade, that could mean the end of life as we all know it. And once again, for some reason, it comes down to us.
Well,
I don't know
Just-
about just that.
yeah.
Sorry, Finnick, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I don't know how much more there is to talk about. Because, I mean, we understand what they want with the blade. And
Yeah, that's true. But they
guess
also know that we have it. So what are we gonna do? Like,
what measures are they gonna go through to get this blade?
Also,
Not-
I kind of think it's bad that they have blade that they have too.
We can't let them have it.
But there's
Well,
other
ours for
pieces.
sure.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
So-
but there's also other pieces to this blade.
Which are probably held by other people.
Or buried in crates like the one that we found.
Or in the middle of a field guarded by ghosts.
Could we get information from these people somehow?
Information from Sammy and Raina?
I mean, if there's other people who have these blades, they're going to be the only people we know who know how to find those pieces. I want to
if I can
fight
get
them.
in touch, if I can get in touch with the Cobalt Reserve, they might have information.
That's
I can
true.
do a little magic, see what I can pick from their brains.
Try not to think about everybody who has a blade that you know of.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think that would be rather prudent, actually, Finnick. Not that I encourage you peering into the minds of other people without their knowing,
I
because it
encourage
does.
it.
Clover, you're absolutely delightful. I fucking love it. Did we happen to discuss when we would be catching them outside?
This
Like-
morning, I think.
Yeah,
I
just
think-
this morning.
Yeah.
I think we said outside of the inn.
Because we expected a fight.
Yeah, we legit said, "Cash me outside." How about that? And they're like,
Yeah.
"I bet."
I don't know what those words mean.
It's it's a term we used in the Rivermont tribe. It's basically just fuck around and find out.
I know that one.
Yeah, but I figured.
Hey, Gormrock,
Uh-huh.
since you have a relationship with her already, maybe you should talk and Finnick should do the mind thing.
Talking, huh? I suppose I could do that. What exactly
you're-
do you want?
I mean, you're also the one that really doesn't want to fight the most, I think, maybe? I don't know.
I mean, Tristan just enjoys fighting. I think you and Clova also enjoy fighting. And Finnick, I'm not sure where she stands on fighting, but she's really good at it. And she's got some insane chaos magic on top of that. So, yeah, I would tend to agree that I'm the one who doesn't enjoy fighting. I happen to prefer not fighting over fighting. But I will if I have to. And if it comes to blows, I'm gonna hit them as hard as I can, as fast as I can, and try to take them out. But
Yeah, I mean, quite frankly, if we kill them, then we never have to worry about them again.
I'd really rather not kill a member of my tribe.
Oh, right. It's a tribe thing.
Mhm.
Well, let's keep
Obviously,
fighting
like
as
if
a,
I have to, but
yeah, keep fighting as like a last resort kind of thing. Plus, I don't really want to attack and or kill them in the middle of the street in broad daylight.
I feel like they're gonna do whatever it takes to get all of the pieces of this puzzle that they're trying to solve. I don't think that they're ever gonna stop. I don't think that we can convince them after they've spent all of this time focused on this one thing, whether
yeah.
they've been brainwashed this way or it's like a choice that they're actively making in their mind. They're like set on it.
This is either a now thing or a later thing, and I don't know how much now or later, but
But yeah, definitely talk first, information. See if we can keep them at bay for a little while.
yeah,
Go
let's
from
have
there.
a whole episode of roleplay. I'm done with that. We've had a few combat episodes in a row now.
You mean like
What
a
are you
whole
talking about?
day? I'm a little bit confused, Gormrog. I don't know if you got enough sleep last night.
Probably not. to be completely honest. My body and mind are completely shot because I have been fighting more than ever, and
Yeah.
But you
I
smell good.
You do smell good. Most of us actually smell pretty good right now. And then Clipper's actually going to look over at Tristan and look away really quickly.
I I did bathe with like this sandalwood stuff. It's kind of nice. Not bad. But anyway, we could talk. But coffee first?
Yeah,
Tea?
always.
Food? Shall we go downstairs and rough up the niceties so that we can get some grub?
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that whisper.
And I
Okay.
druid craft a couple more autumn leaves, like just stuck to my attire.
Okay. So, you all gather yourselves, your bags, and everything, and begin to make your way back downstairs.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
The fucker. The as you descend the steps, the first thing you see is two younger elven individuals. One wearing this very nice, almost silver and white outfit. A woman with a long dress next to him. Both of them kind of put their hands across their waists and kind of give you you all a bow as you exit down. Good evening. Let me escort you to your table. I'm assuming you'd all like to stay for breakfast.
Yeah, please.
The woman kind of leads the way, making escorting you over to one of the booth tables towards the rear of the establishment. You are all quickly sat down, and she begins to kind of cross her arms across her waist once more. Is there anything I can get all of you this morning? Something to drink, something to eat, anything at all?
I want
Coffee.
juice.
Bacon
Tea,
and
please.
sausage and ham.
Bacon, sausage,
kind-
ham, juice,
And fresh fruit.
and fresh fruit, of course. Any specific types of fruit?
The freshest fruit you have.
Okay, I think we have a few fresh cantaloupes that have recently come in. I can get those prepared for you if you'd like.
Yes.
Very well. Anything else I can have prepared for you? We've got bacon, ham.
Actually, yeah. Would you mind putting together perhaps a half of a mini watermelon with a bit of herbs and spices just to make it really have a kick? So you bite into it, it just makes you sweat. I think Tristan would really appreciate that one.
Okay.
Heard about it recently in passing. Don't remember who I heard it from, but I want him to try that one.
Certainly.
And
I'm sure we can get that prepared.
eggs. Eggs with salt, pepper, shredded cheddar, and maybe
Honey.
some honey. Yeah, honey.
That's actually really good.
Yeah. Hot sauce, perhaps, ketchup on the side. We'd also like maybe some grits. You got grits with butter and cinnamon sugar to, you know,
Oh,
taste.
cinnamon sugar toast.
Mm-hmm. Toast. Yes, toast. I'm just gonna keep going.
Okay. As you begin to list off all these different things that you want, the eventually she you see her kind of whip out a pad as the list keeps going. She starts kind of jotting things down. But I'm sorry everyone if there's a lot of lag. For whatever reason we're getting a lot of drop frames and I'm not sure why. But eventually as the list can what's up?
I haven't ordered yet.
Go ahead, Finnick.
Um, just some tea, and if you have any pastries, like
I was
muffins.
thinking about pastries too.
Okay. Anything else I can get for everyone?
Like, what kind of pastries do you have?
Well, we have a wonderful blueberry pastry muffin. We have this wonderful matcha tea croissant that is delicious, and it's got this really fluffy, earthy texture to it. I don't know, man. I'm not creative enough to come up with all this shit.
I'll take one of these.
ChatGPT that.
Yes, the blueberry croissant sounds delicious.
Okay, absolutely. Anyone else?
Any Danishes?
Oh,
Fucking-
I'm so hungry this morning. That sounds good.
We actually have a moonflower Danish that we have prepared today. It's a specialty of ours. If that's something you'd be interested in.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds good.
absolutely.
Also, oatmeal.
Oatmeal, okay. Okay, so as she takes all of your orders and disappears.
Oh, wait. Tristan hasn't ordered yet. Tristan, do you want anything?
Yeah, I'll keep the tea in steeped. Don't take the bag out. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else? Going once? Twice?
I mean, I could keep going. Do you really want me to? 'Cause
Nope.
I think we're okay. Chop now, thank you.
Okay. So they make their way back and begin to prepare your tremendous order. but
Listen, for the prices we're paying, this is nothing.
as you all kind of have a moment to yourselves now, having ordered everything off the menu, you do notice one of the tables closest to the door. You see Rainer and Sammy kind of sitting there, empty plates in front of them, drinks being sipped on as they lean back in their chairs, just kind of watching you all from a distance.
Damn it!
Are you okay?
I forgot to order croissants.
No, I ordered the blueberry croissant.
Yeah, but we didn't get the ones with chocolate chips.
That's true. We didn't order any chocolate.
Maybe when the waiter comes back. Anyway, we're being watched, by the way.
Yeah. I figured that would happen.
As you look over to them, they raise their glasses towards you, kind of acknowledging your presence.
Is that your secret tribal, like, hello?
Yeah, it's a half-orc greeting. Just no, it's a rude way to say hello. But if it's friendly but rude, which is honestly the half-orc way to greet people.
Good to know. I'll remember it.
You might also want to include one of these.
All
A little bit of
right.
that. Or, blow raspberries at them.
Interesting.
I mean, depending on which generation you're from, talking to which generation, like if you're going from an older generation to a younger generation, for some reason, a lot of them tried the whole pull my finger thing, and then once you did, they'd fart on you. Totally gross, if you ask me. But, like, it was a thing they did. So if either of them comes over and says, pull my finger, don't do it. Please.
Clover's gonna start tuning out Gormrog, and she's gonna start listening to see if she can hear Rainer and Sam discuss anything.
Roll a perception check for me.
19.
Okay. As you kind of glance over towards them, they don't seem to be in conversation with each other. They seem
Oh,
to-
you're cutting out.
Yeah.
As you, I don't even. There's literally nothing happening right now. As you
You're-
look, Am I okay?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
As you look over towards them, they don't seem to be in conversation with one another. They just kind of seem to be observing you all as waiting for you to approach them and continue on with the planned meeting.
Mhm.
Got it. Well, I think it's going to be immediately after breakfast that we all meet up.
Hey, Gormy, you think we should go over there and sit down first before the big, or just before our food gets out here, or should we just wait for the whole thing?
Make them wait.
No,
Okay.
don't ruin your breakfast.
It's honestly why I've been rambling so much. I want them to wait.
They can wait.
Do I notice? Do they hear that? Are they like listening in on us? Can I tell?
Let's see.
Like I'm not. This particular part of the conversation, I'm trying to keep low.
Okay. The sounds around you aren't necessarily loud. It's still you guys went to bed pretty early, so it's still kind of early in the day. And there's not a tremendous amount of other people there, so you do feel like that a lot of the sound is carrying any loud voices, any normal speaking voice that you make is carrying over there.
How far away are they?
Approximately 30, 35 feet.
Okay. Well, I'm going to druid craft a skunk odor at their table.
Okay. As you do that, you see them kind of look towards each other for a moment, and you see their noses kind of begin to curl, and you see Rainer kind of give it a little cough, but they just seem like they're gonna bear through it.
I kind of wanted them to like accuse
somebody's
each other.
finger
and,
got
like,
pulled.
yeah.
So beyond this particular conversation that we're delaying until we've eaten and we're ready, what other business do we have here in the city?
Nothing. Or to me, I'm ready to get out of here. I left. I don't want to be here.
Anybody else?
Are
Any
you gonna
shopping
go?
we need to do?
Are you gonna go take your test, Gormrog? Your monk test?
I don't know if that's still on the table.
Oh.
I mean, we'd have to go all the way back to Westruun for that. I would like to, if it's available. I worked really hard to get that, and at the same time, if I don't get to do that, that's okay. Because I'm doing something more important.
Which is what? What's next? What are you doing next that's more important than your monk test?
Spending time with you guys.
Oh. Uh-huh.
Besides, you wanted to go see your family. You wanted to go see the Feywild. Finnick has family
Me?
drama that she needs to. Yeah, you. Did you not want to go see Stilben? Or Hexcomb Farms outside of Stilben?
Hobart County. Yeah, well,
That's
to
it.
be fair, Hobart County is kind of like southwest of Western, so it's kind of in the opposite direction. Honestly, if we went to Hobart County, we'd have to go back through Western to get there, unless my coordinates are completely off. I need to look at a map. But I think that what I said is correct.
We would have to pass Western. Maybe not necessarily go through it, but at least past it.
Also, Clover, I can talk to the squirrel today. If you still want to do that.
yeah. Oh yeah, we can talk to the squirrel. Let's do that.
Tristan also has some stuff he needs to deal with. Which, I don't exactly have any leads on.
I'm not worried about me right now. I'm just worried about.
Shut up, I'm always worried about you. I'm gonna playfully hit him. My point is that we've got a lot of things that we can pursue. Whether or not this particular conversation that we're going to have leads anywhere, there are other options. I'm just trying to gauge what everybody's interest is.
I'm interested in food. I don't know why it's taking so long.
We ordered a lot of food.
They should bring out the pastries first.
Shortly after you say that, your drinks and pastries are kind of brought out, allowing you, the coffees and teas and juices that you've asked for. She, in a huff, not exasperated, but just stressed out about everything you've ordered, begins to kind of lay things down in front of you. Was there anything else you needed?
Yes.
Okay. Besides what you ordered, what else can I get you?
We need a chocolate chip croissant.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let me go get that for you. She kind of darts off and comes back a few minutes later with a small plate of chocolate croissants.
Yummy.
I grab one of those.
Thank you.
Anything you guys wanted to do before your main course comes out?
I dip my croissant in my tea while I eat it.
Okay.
Okay, that's a choice.
It's delicious. Have you tried it?
No.
I guess some people are just more refined than others.
Mm-hmm.
You should
About
try it.
30 minutes after you've all gotten your drinks and pastries, some of the food starts to get served. As bacon and ham is served. Your French toast orders are served. A massive plate of eggs, and they just kind of start loading trays into the center of your
I don't
table.
think we ordered French
Big bowl of
toast.
grits.
What?
I don't think we ordered French toast.
Yes, we did.
We ordered cinnamon sugar toast.
Whether or not we ordered French toast, we ordered French toast.
We'll eat it.
So, over the next probably 10 minutes, food is brought to your table, laid out before you as plates are distributed to all of you. And you have a smorgasbord of breakfast feast in front of you.
Yum.
It's probably the best ham I've had in my life.
I'm destroying the grits.
As the last plate is kind of brought to your table, the elven woman who's been helping you, her hair is kind of coming out of the perfect little bun she has and drapes over her face a little bit, and there's a faint glistening of sweat across her brow. It's like, is there anything else I can get all of you?
I'm good.
Well,
I'm all right for now, thank you.
I'm happy to have been of service. If there's anything you need, I'll be over here. You see her kind of walk off once more, and you see her grab a cup of a cup that has this clear liquid in it. She kind of starts drinking it.
And
Yes.
that's not the same woman we met last night when we checked in, right?
No, this is a much younger. It seems like one of the servants or helpers that work at this place.
Okay. Is the woman from last night around?
Not that you see. Anything you guys wanted to do?
So right after, like right before we're all done, and I finish eating, I destroy the grits, eat a bunch of croissants. I'm gonna walk. I'm just gonna, if she's still over there, I'm gonna walk up to that servant lady, and then just wherever, not to her directly, but where, like a table or whatever she's next to or something, just put a 1 gold piece down and just go back to my seat. Try to be nonchalant about it, where everyone doesn't know.
Takes the gold piece off the counter, looks at it, and is like, "Thank you, sir."
And go back.
I roll though.
Is there someone nearby that we can have items checked out to see if they're magical? And if so, what they do?
Are you asking Whisper that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
There you go.
God damn it.
I didn't have weapons.
What?
Well, like, I didn't ever needed to get weapons checked out, so I didn't have weapons and didn't
I'm
know
actually-
where to go.
Referring to this ring, and I'm gonna pull out the ring that I pulled off of somebody, which is just a feather in the shape of a ring.
Oh, hold on. And I pull out. I still have that ring and that brooch that we never identified.
Right. We've got items we've never identified. And
I don't know if I can identify them, but I can identify if they are magical and what school of magic they are. If that helps at all.
knowing whether or not they are magical is good. That way we can save time if they're not.
Do the same thing.
Okay. Do you want to do that really quick?
Sure, yeah.
I'm gonna flavor my detect magic, Joe.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is, now that Quell has introduced the knowledge of her people to Clover, and she experienced that viney thing, so she's gonna take the magic items and she's gonna go sit outside in the grass. Or she's gonna take the items that might be magical, she doesn't know, and she's gonna go like sit like crisscross applesauce and have like the items in each hand,
Okay.
and then like gonna like let the grass tell her if they're magic.
Okay. I know where the ring that you have, Gormrod, comes from. Finnick, the brooch and the ring. Where'd you get that ring from? Is it from Redep?
It's either Redep or when we were fighting the Drider,
Finding who?
like the spider lady.
Spider.
The one in the cave when we had Polaris with us.
Okay. All right. I know what it is then. All right. All right. So, Clover, go ahead and as you sit down and begin to focus your magic in the space, you begin to feel the wind kind of around you circling up, and you feel the grass between your almost press against your feet. And as you feel the energy from the earth kind of surge up your body, you hold the first ring, the one Gormrod gave you, and you feel there is some sort of magic to this. It's some enchantment that is in this ring.
Is enchantment the type of magic?
Yes.
Okay, so this one has enchantment magic.
Let me just make sure I got this. I correct myself. You feel that it is some sort of transmutation spell.
Oh,
inside
wait,
of it.
wait. This is actually transmutation magic. Sorry. New
Nailed it.
spell. Learning
Okay.
every day.
As you hold the brooch, you feel it is also magical, and it is abjuration in some way.
Ooh, this is abjuration magic, Finnick.
Oh. Okay.
And doesn't help me at all. That third ring, also magical. This is more of a transmutation style spell as well.
This one feels like the first one. I think this is also transmutation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was fun.
As you kind of come out of your, as all of you have kind of exited outside, did everyone go outside? I'm assuming for this.
I mean, I assumed as much.
I'm gonna shove whatever pastries are left on the table in my backpack before I walked out.
And I'm assuming, just rewinding a little bit, as you all kind of get up, you are asked for another 10 gold for all the food you've ordered.
I'll pay it.
Okay. But as Clover, as you kind of come out of the spell and look around, you see Sammy and Rainer kind of standing on either side of the entrance to the inn, leaned up against the door, the wall next to the door, kind of just looking at all of you.
Hair and gun stuff.
Hey, listen, you gotta do what you gotta do. I get it. Did you guys want to have the talk yet, or?
Well, you see, when a mommy orc and a daddy orc love each other very much.
Oh, Gormrug, you've always been so funny. You know what? That's why I always appreciated about you.
What exactly do you think is left to talk about?
Well, I kind of feel like we got off on the wrong foot. I feel like you maybe misunderstood our intentions a little bit.
Seemed like you wanted something we have.
We're not here to take
over
it from you. We've said that before. We want you to make the choice. The gods
The choice
to
hand it over?
To join us.
Hmm.
Do you really think the gods have your best interest in mind? Or are you slaves to what they deem worthy of, or just it's what they want? They have made these decisions for you. Every decision you make is based off a god's plan.
But if we join you on your journey, then we'll just be the slaves to the primordials.
No.
So there's no difference.
No, not at all. They have no plans for us. They just are. They are just... You decide how you want to live your life.
And you know this how?
Because this is what the world was before the gods came and put their rules in place.
So, hang on. The gods already don't have much control over anything I do, right? Like,
what you think. She's called the god of fate for a reason. The Raven Queen sees all the threads.
I mean,
so is this...
The Raven Queen is also, formerly human, so...
But she's not anymore.
A human? Elf? I don't know. Humanoid. She was mortal at one point. Some stuff happened, and then she's a god.
Exactly.
Whoop-de-freaking-do.
When she came across that power, the gods destroyed any knowledge of how that could happen again, because they don't want us to be on their level.
Well, given the types of people I've met in the last month and a half, 2 months ish, I'm kind of with them on that. Some people just shouldn't have that kind of power.
Well, it should be up to the people that live in the world, not some far off, corruptible design.
I mean, it's still a corruptible design. Like, have you not been paying attention to this city in the last month? That
Exactly. Creatures from and created by
hells.
those gods caused this
Mm,
issue.
no, they're from the hells, not from
Who
the
made the
celestial plane.
hells?
I don't know who put the
Can
bop
I
in the
do a
bop shabop shabop.
Can I do a religion check on that?
Go ahead.
Who was that man? I'd like to shake his
That was
hand.
17.
17. The hells were formed by the banishment of the betrayer gods. It's I mean there's a direct connection between the betrayer gods being cast out and the hells forming.
I'm trying to keep them talking so that Finnick can
Oh yeah, I'm
Kinda
gonna do a subtle
follow the
spell
plan
detect-
here.
Subtle spell detect bots.
Okay. You just getting surface level or are you going in?
I have a quick question for you. Can I do subtle spell and heightened spell at the same time?
I believe you can, yeah, I believe you can combine meta magic abilities.
I think there are certain ones that restrict you, but it would say it.
Yeah. For now, just
I
it's
like
fine.
the opposite.
Cool, so I'm doing subtle spell, so they don't know I'm doing it, and heightened spell, so they have disadvantage on saving throws.
Who are you doing it on?
Who should I do first? Who's the one talking right now?
Currently it's Rainer.
Yeah, let's just do Rainer first, and then if I have to again, I'll do it on Sammy.
And what kind of save is it?
Good question. Wisdom 15, and I have disadvantage.
That is a 14.
Wicked.
Hmm.
Alright.
Is that a
Rainer.
pass or a fail?
He failed.
Okay. So what are you trying to dive in on? So I got an idea where to direct your thoughts.
Basically diving in on the blades, if he knows who has the other blades, or where they would be.
Okay.
And then if he knows the reality of how the primordials, because the primordials hated the mortals, correct?
You're still low for me. What'd you say?
And basically checking if he knows the truth about the primordials because they hated the mortals, correct?
Okay. So, you can roll a religion check for that last question before I answer it.
Because I asked about it last session, but I cannot remember it for the life of me.
Pretty sure they don't give two flying fucks.
That is a 16.
Okay. So from what you've been told through your studies is the primordials were this elemental force that had no opinion towards mortal life. They just existed, and this was their realm until the gods came and, as they put it, civilized the material plane. As you dive into Rainer's mind, you know that you see the fragment of the Nox blade in his possession. You see
Nox blade is the one that Whisper has, right?
Right. You
Okay,
see
sorry.
a portion of the blade that he showed you before, which is the fire, which you gathered is the fire blade. You see the earth blade completed in Sammy's possession. You see bits and fragments of what a platinum blade with this beautiful, intricately designed handle somewhere in a desert, you see a blade that is dark blue with these brown leather wrapped handle on a somewhere in the ocean on a boat or a ship for those who are very specific. And you see this very thin blade, silver with this almost pearlescent handle. In a very familiar spot. You see it in Vasselheim.
Son of a bitch.
You see the temples surrounding it. You know, he doesn't seem to know where or who exactly has it, but he is aware of its being in that area.
Cool.
And I'm going to switch those two because I had them wrong. That it is in Vasselheim. It is that pure white blade, the
the platinum blade.
What?
Like the platinum blade.
The platinum blade is in Vasselheim. The thin blade is in the desert.
Okay.
Sorry, I had it mixed up. My descriptions.
That's not good.
What
So
else
that's
did you want to
6
know?
blades.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes.
What other question did you have?
I guess his intention or reason for doing so.
Ooh.
Oh shit! Welcome in, Raid.
What?
As you try and dive into his intentions, you don't sense a lot of deception in what he's saying. You seem like it. He seems very intent on wanting freedom from an overarching power, and he doesn't like that he is being restricted by the gods in his decisions. He finds a lot. You're getting the sense that he has a lot of distrust towards that.
That is okay.
I would like to ask a question to Rainer and Sam.
Go ahead.
So, when you say that one of the options is to join you, what exactly does that entail?
Well, help us assemble them, help us bring them together and return the primordials to power.
So, I'll be honest, I think I just met you last night. I hugged you and then you guys were kind of jerks and that made me feel a little off put about you. So, I'm just putting that out there that that's the energy that I have right now. So, I don't know if I feel like necessarily comfortable saying like we'll join you right at this second. But
Understandable.
would you give us some like real time, not just like a sleep on it, but some real time to consider this?
Of course.
And let us keep our sword while we do so, because, that's a big part of this.
Well, Whisper, let me ask you this. Do you want this other piece of the blade? He kind of reaches into the pouch and pulls it out.
Yeah.
Are you ready
Just
to
went
do
out
what
in
it
broad
takes?
daylight like that?
Are you ready to do what it takes to actually have this be a part of you?
What?
What does that mean?
Well, each blade needs to be bound to its wielder in a very specific way.
Gross.
Go on.
Well, this is the death blade. So you have to die.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe you can keep that piece.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What? That seems counterintuitive. To wield a blade, you need to die. Wouldn't that mean you are then no longer able to wield said blade?
Well, I know it sounds like
Dumb.
right.
Stupid.
I understand.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
Do you?
I got it. You do you listen? You want trust? I'm asking you to trust me.
Trust, yes. Understand, no.
Well, I don't know how to fucking explain it. I'm not this magical fucking guru. I just know this is the way you do it.
Sorry.
Who told you this?
The previous Guardian of the Blade.
Who was?
This moron named Logan that we had to take care of.
Are the Guardians of the Blades typically morons?
Well, this guy was. That's why we were able to kind of defeat him. It was one
Ah.
person. It all goes back to one person.
So you killed him and took the blade?
Well, we killed him, and then they kind of shattered and went everywhere, and we've been recovering them since.
So dying doesn't sound very fun to me.
You wouldn't have to. You'll be fine, but you need to die for it to come together.
I'm sorry, DM. Clarification, if possible. Because he just said we killed him and then the blade shattered. But I only remember it shattering from the founding. Or
No, they were forged in the founding,
forged in the founding.
and they shattered when the last Guardian was killed.
On break, I'm gonna have to reread my notes because that just sounded so sus.
I think that we
But
have a lot of
continue.
I think that we have a lot of learning about this to do and discussion to have amongst ourselves.
Yeah, I agree.
Thanks for the hype train, everyone. There's a lot going on right now.
Wait, we got a
On the
hype
channel.
train?
There's a lot going on the channel. I don't want to say thank you because it's crazy.
So much.
Thank you guys.
The people who rated have subscribed. They've gifted subs. That Lightning Girl 12 just subscribed with Prime. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much. So Logan had this piece of the shattered blade.
He had the whole blade, the whole Omni blade, and then when the Voltron blade, yes.
I
So
love
where
that
you
brought
guys
that back. Thank you.
So where are you guys headed next?
Whitestone.
My pen.
What's in Whitestone?
A piece we need for another project.
Another project? How many projects you got going on?
We got a lot of things going on. Gormrog, what is it? Come on, we're being honest here with you. We're trying to talk about everything. You know.
I'm taking an interest.
We're just trying to. We got a lot of shit going on. All right.
So you don't want to talk about it? Okay.
That part,
No,
I'm being honest about the blade part. That part, we got to have a little, secrecy on. I'm sorry.
You should be. Anyway, we're gonna talk about this piece of the blade that we. Yeah, Stephus, it is suspicious. Thank you for that particular sound.
So how can we keep in touch with you?
I don't know. Any of you guys got message or anything like that?
I have sending, if that's what you're referring to.
Sure, that works.
But
Doesn't that have like kind of a constraint of location?
message has the constraint. Sending has nothing.
Oh, that's super cool. I didn't know that.
Magic is always oddly specific. Two spells could do very similar things, but one of them's always just a little bit different.
It's
Well,
like baking.
That's true.
Rainer begins to step towards you, whisper with the shard in his hand.
Just
I
steps
said I don't
closer
wanna die.
as he does that.
We're good. You keep that beef.
You can have it now, just as a sign of trust.
What is it? Is it gonna kill me if I have two of the same pieces?
No, they need to be forged inside of you before it can be ready.
you want to put the piece in the bag of holding?
It
Sure.
needs to be forged inside of her. Like, both pieces have to stab her.
Yeah.
Is that what you're suggesting? There's
Sounds less and less fun the more we go on.
right. Yeah. No. I'm. Out of curiosity, which of you was gonna stab yourself with it when we gave it to you?
I
If
will.
we had given it to you, Rainer.
Yeah.
So you'd have the fire one and the death one.
Hmm.
Okay. And
So-
you would die?
For a moment.
Oh,
Like, just
And
go unconscious or die?
Well,
but
technically,
you'd
I would
come
die.
back. But you'd come back.
Yes.
Is it reversible?
The only way would be for you to be killed and for the next person to take it.
Blech.
So the blade would be yours
ditto.
until you die.
Well, she's got the shard now. We can revisit that later. Because I don't think any of us really want her to be stabbing herself to death. To forge this blade into a permanent soulbound primordial fucking death blade.
Yeah, so we could reach out to you.
I think that sounds like the best plan. Clover is going to reach into her backpack. She's going to take one of those like kind of smushed croissants that she shoved in her backpack earlier, and she's going to hold it out to them as a gesture of goodwill. You gave us the shard, I give you this croissant.
Kind of reaches out and takes the croissant.
I noticed you didn't need breakfast, so.
Which one is this? The blueberry or chocolate?
This one is blueberry.
Okay. Kind of breaks off a piece and shoves it in his mouth. Thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you so
Does
much.
it get re-baked inside of you because the fire thing?
He kind of holds out his hand, and you see flame begin to envelop his hand, and he kind of holds it towards it. I can toast it myself.
Are you always eating burnt food?
It's really tough. Like, that's why I try and...
That sounds terrible.
If you ever need like a pot boiled, I got you though.
May have use for that, actually. Never mind, getting off track.
No, Gormrod, I can do that, right? Like, I can always start like a small fire.
I can
Yes,
do
I
it
know.
too.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Then fire girl.
Magic-y types are all freaking fantastic.
Yeah.
I love you, and you're wonderful. But like, you're going to Whitestone.
Yes.
You're going to pursue this other thing. We are going somewhere else. We haven't decided yet, but we're not staying here. Eventually we will, I guess, reconvene to discuss where you're at, where we're at, whether or not we've decided to reforge this blade and pursue others. Does anybody else have anything else they want to discuss?
Nothing I want to discuss, but I want to do another subtle spell detect thoughts regarding their other project.
Thank you.
Okay. What another wisdom check on him, or are you doing it on Sammy?
Who's the one who brought up the other project? Was that
It was Raynor.
Raynor? Yeah.
Yeah, he's been doing all the talking.
Yeah, I'll do it to him again.
That is a 3.
Wicked.
Okay. As you dive into Raynor's thoughts once more, you see the goal of Whitestone. You see Vasselheim. You see the large Earth Titan centered in Vasselheim. You dive deeper into the large creature and you see the open area of its heart. And then you see a pair of gloves made out of stone and runes that you've seen before being returned to that chest.
Titanstone. Are they the Titanstone knuckles?
Yep, they are. They are in fact the same.
They got Grog's gloves.
Or that's what they're going to get. That's what their next project is. I'm not saying that out loud.
Right.
Fuck.
Okay, cool. Okay, awesome.
Man, it's not like anybody we know who's, low level ever beat Grog or got him to take those off in any way, shape, or form. So it's completely and totally unlikely that they're gonna beat him and take them off of him in some way, shape, or form, right?
That
But,
sounds
I don't know.
a lot like a conversation that needs to happen in character.
No, this is just Dom thinking out loud. Please continue.
So, anything else you want to dive into while you're in his brain?
So
Well, it seems like they're going after a lot of like artifacts or vestiges, possibly. So, gonna dive in regard to more vestiges of divergence.
Okay. You see besides what you've heard and connections you could make, there's not much left in terms of vestiges that you are aware of being part of. You or him, rather, are aware of being part of the primordials.
Okay, so he's just going after things that have to do with the primordials?
What you've gathered thus far, that's what it seems like.
Okay.
Anything else anyone wants to do?
So it seems like he's going to let us go, but can I insight check to see if he's really gonna let us go?
Go ahead and roll an insight check for me.
Cool.
Because I can do this now. Guidance.
I got a nat 20. Oh, what's guidance? Another D4?
Yeah.
So 23.
So
plus
8,652.
26.
Okay.
With a natty 20.
As he kind of Whisper, do you take the blade? I'm sorry, I meant.
I do, but then the bag of holding was offered, so then I'm like, but
Or actually, Finnick has it. Sorry, Finnick.
So you just throw it right in the bag of holding. Okay.
Mhm.
As the blade kind of goes into the bag of holding, you see his eyes kind of look from the blade to back towards Whisper, and you see distrust in his eyes, if anything, as if he doesn't trust you all to kind of. You sense distrust from him and from you all in some way. But as far as him having some sort of subterfuge. You don't see anything about him that is suggesting that at this moment.
Tristan is just staring him through his skull the entire time the blade's being transferred for him to the bag of holding.
As you are kind of like staring through him, you feel an arm kind of wrap around your shoulder as Sammy kind of pulls up next to you. What's the matter, Tristan? Why you seem so stressed?
To be completely honest, I don't trust either of you right now. There was a time when I laid my life on the line for you guys. I don't feel like you're those people anymore. And I lean in, because she's right next to me, and go close to her face. I don't trust you anymore.
Do you what can I do to make you trust me, Tristan?
You guys can walk away and leave us alone.
How about you want to try and punch me? How about that? Would that make you feel better?
No. Maybe in time, but right now. And he looks hard, and you start seeing his eyes to glow a little bit, and his, everything's starting to almost go into a little change, holding it back. I think you guys should just leave. And when he says that, his fangs grow.
Oh yeah.
As you say that, she kind of pulled her arm out from behind you and kind of takes a step towards in front of you, and she kind of just holds her hand out over the stone street in front of her, and the ground quickly forms up into the blade that she put on the table last night, and she kind of grips the handle. You hear the stone break, and she holds it out one-handed. Go on.
Tristan, maybe we should let them walk away. I think we had a pretty good discussion, and they're letting us go.
And as he looks at her, and everything calms down, his fangs grow back, and his eyes go back to normal. He blinks.
And here I got all excited. I thought we were going to see what you had, Tristan. It's been so long since you were that little boy.
And he stops. He goes to start looking back. And then he looks back at Clover after that. And eyes, and he calms, and he just gives her and steps, still not walking away from Whisper, staying close, but staying with the group and relaxing. Trying his hardest to hold it back.
And here I got so excited. Gormrog, what about you? You want to take a swing? She kind of rests the blade across her shoulders, both her arms kind of grabbing onto the blade.
I have fought demons, devils, dragons, royalty, guards, wild animals, goblins, goblinoids, spies from other countries, and
giant spiders.
Giant spiders and monsters, and this thing that feeds on corpses, and everything else that we fought in the last month. Can I just get a day without having to throw a punch?
I just want one time someone hit me. I won't even hit back.
Insight check.
Roll an insight check.
I was thinking about it too.
And I'm going to use guidance on myself. Okay, so 24.
She's definitely not lying.
She
There is
won't
a
hit me
swagger and a braggadociousness to her, the way she's speaking, that she is ready for someone to punch her.
Probably because it's going to hurt with the freaking stone primordial bonded to her. Although my punches do count as magical for overcoming
They do.
non-magic resistance. So, because she's begging, I'm gonna hit her 3 times in quick succession
Okay, go ahead and roll your attacks.
with my punches.
Guidance.
And obviously, when he moves forward and starts making that, Christian's making a hesitant step forward, but not attacking.
It's not even gonna be like a thing. It's just dope monk shit. Just ba ba ba.
Yep, go ahead and roll your
Guidance.
Blah 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 blah. 17 plus 6,
That'll hit.
23. Second one is 12 plus 6, 18.
That'll hit.
Third one is 15 plus 6, 21.
That'll hit.
So that is a d6 plus 3 for each of them.
I
And
love
that
that
is
the
a
one
4,
person who
a 5,
didn't
and
wanna
a
fight.
6. Alright, so that is 15 plus 9 for a total of, somebody help math, 24?
24.
Yeah. And make a dexterity save, please.
For
The person I just punched.
no. For what effect
Why?
are you trying to do?
You'll see.
Fall prone.
Okay.
DC is 15.
A dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 16.
Damn. So she saves, but it was just like a just quick 1, 2, 3 with an attempt to knock her off balance.
Okay, so as you swing the first punch, you feel your hand connect against stone. And you punch her, and her face, even her jaw doesn't move at all at your impact. The second one, you slam against her rib cage, and again, it feels like you're punching against a brick wall, and her body doesn't flinch at all at the impact. As you go to sweep her leg, it feels like you kicked a tree trunk, and you feel your leg instantly get stopped against her shin. And she just stands there, smiling at you. So, I just want you all to know that we could have done this the hard way, but we're choosing the easy way.
How generous.
We'll message you.
Okay.
It was nice meeting you.
She kind of pulls the blade off her shoulders, drops it, and it just instantly dives down into the earth like a lightsaber held vertically. It just sinks down to the ground.
I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty cool. I still don't really like you.
I'm pretty fucking cool. And you see Raynor kind of turn away from you, Whisper, and walking towards her, and kind of grabs her, presses his lips against hers, and then they turn and begin to walk away.
It definitely connected. I definitely did something, but she didn't budge at all.
And we don't have to worry about that right now. I think that they're
No.
gonna leave us alone for a while.
Everybody's weak to something.
I'm not great at math. But if they had a kid, would it turn out as like a magma thing?
Yes.
Right? Like,
I mean, 2 plus 2 equals 4. It makes sense.
uh-huh. I don't know. Anyway. getting distracted a lot today. What was in that coffee? I think it was like tea and coffee in the same drink. Might have even had like a little bit of something extra. Did they put sugar in it? I think they put sugar in it.
Alrighty. Well, as they walk away, we're gonna go into our break.
Hell yeah.
Clover, you hanging out with us for the rest of this, or?
Well, I feel like there was no role play leading into me leaving, which
Well, we can-
sucks
I'll
because I
figure
don't
it
want to
out.
just disappear. Let's talk about it during break.
Okay. All right, we'll be back in a couple minutes. See you all soon. we're back. Alrighty, so diving back into it as Rainer and Sammy begin to make their way out of the city, leaving you all standing in front of the Silver Leaf Inn, Silver Glade, one of the inn. I forget names. The floor is all of yours. What is the plan, everyone?
Oh man, everyone, I don't think I got enough sleep last night. Clover's gonna try to make eye contact with Whisper. If Whisper doesn't look at her from yawning, she's gonna like throw dirt at her or something.
I'll look.
Like kick a rock at her.
Pocket sand.
And Clover's just gonna wink at her like one of those really big, obvious, not hidden at all winks. And she's gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna just head back up to my room. You guys, I'll
Insight
just
check.
up there. Are you actually gonna insight check me?
Yes.
Clover, roll
What?
either a deception or a persuasion check. Don't say what it is.
Okay.
Or, intentionally fail.
18.
7.
Oh.
What does he gleam from you, Clover?
Nothing.
Having failed, what is he saying?
He sees that I'm really fucking tired to the point that I'm delusional. Like I'm being real weird right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they keep the room for the day, so you go ahead and get some rest. We're probably just going to be around the city anyway.
All right. And Clover's she's gonna be shifty about it on the outside, but then as soon as she walks back, she's gonna walk back into the inn. And then as soon as she walks back into the inn, she's going to immediately get as stealthy as possible.
Okay. So, as Clover begins to make her way back inside of the establishment, we are going to say goodnight to Clover as our amazing player Taz is not feeling great, and we're going to let her get some rest.
Bye.
And I'm gonna adjust cameras here, so bear with me a moment as I try and do this as fast as physically possible. All right, everyone, vamp. Everyone, let's talk about life,
Stuff and things and life.
stuff and things and things.
Stuff and things. Fuck you said. I swear to God, I was.
Things are good.
I would have started saying it if I got late. I was gonna be your echo.
That's fine.
Tristan, I know you said don't worry about me. I'm worried about everybody else, but I am worried about you. You're not clawing your scales off anymore. You're starting to look kind of a little more lizardy, dragony. You got colors of all different kinds of dragons on you. You've got scales coming out of places that your clothes don't cover anymore, and you're just leaving them. And I don't know if that's resignation, acceptance, denial, or just not giving a fuck. But I'm worried about it because you've been fighting this for so long. You've been so desperate for a cure. And now it's just a part of who and what you are. And I don't know if that's a good thing or not. And we haven't really talked about it much because you don't talk about stuff and things much. But we know you've been cursed by Tiamat, and that's why you have this condition. And I'm worried that this is just going to get worse. And I don't know what you're going to turn into. And I don't want to lose my brother.
I'll be completely honest. And you notice he gets a little flustered, his scales blow a little bit, and I don't know what's happening, Gormy. But their talk about who they're following, and then their talk about how the gods control everything and how their world versus our world, their gods versus the actual gods. But a god did this to me. I am changing, and it's because of the forces out there that are controlling everything, changing everything, decide what we do, how we move. And as Tristan is talking, his eyes glow a little bit, his teeth kind of go half fanged and up and down as he's. I wanted to fight. This feeling I've had is making me want to fight. I want to attack everything that seems even a little bit against us. Every person that looks in our direction, I want to attack. Every person who looks like they have any slight interest in anything that we do, I want to fight. And before I started trying to heal this sickness, that's what I wanted, the opposite. I was done fighting. I was Marie Lynn. Rosalind, they taught us to be humble. Accept everyone. Accept everything. But I cannot accept this. And he's trying to hold back the glowing because he knows when he starts getting... He's trying to hold it back, and he's... To be completely honest, for the first time since I was trapped and tortured, I'm honestly scared.
I don't think he's ever admitted that he was trapped and tortured in front of Finnick and Whisper before. So I'm just kind of glance at them and then look back at him. And like he also said he's scared in front of them. And I'm just processing that he is revealing all of this about himself in front of these people other than the Marie Lynn family and me and the Rivermaw family. These are new people he's admitting this to, which tells me how much he trusts them. Or he's forgotten that they exist in this moment.
Hey.
Hey, yeah,
Both.
I got it.
Yeah.
No, he knows you're there. So I'm recognizing that he trusts these people this much that we're actually talking about this now. And so instead of acknowledging that, I'm going to look at them, I'm going to look at him, and I'm going to just say, I'm scared too. But I made a promise to you that whatever this is, we'd figure it out together. And we'd either find a solution or find a solution. I'm not ready for that second one. So we're going to have to find a solution.
Person, he says that he looks, and because knowing that they're there,
Mm.
he looks back, and then he has it's a tank top kind of cover, and he just goes and he takes it completely off, shirtless, and scales are everywhere. There's almost no on his, not his body has little patches, but his back, his full back. That's the reason why he kept his vest on, because it covered his back where they grow the most. And his whole back is basically completely scaled, completely. And he takes it off and he just throws it on the ground. And he puts his arms out. Turns to the two of them at the same time. Then looks back at Gormy and puts his arms back down, puts his sword, stands there, holding it like a walker, but not needing it. Just puts it there.
Mm-hmm.
Their talk of the primordials. The gods controlling the world. Our every move, everything we do. This is what they're talking about. Or I wanted to rip their heads off. There was a part of me that wanted to believe that it was to protect Whisper. There was a part of me that wanted to believe that I'm protecting the party if I made that move. But there's also a part of me that is thinking that whatever is controlling this is going to turn me into... And this is where he gets a little faint in voice. To what I told you to do if I lose control.
I know what I promised you.
Tristan, we're here to help you. I can't imagine how much it must have taken to talk about this. But we're gonna do what we can. And if, looking at my face right now, there's a very much a sympathetic look on my face. It's not gonna be easy. But we've been willing to kill devils and demons and all this for Whisper. Who's to say what we'd do for you guys?
You see, he's holding emotions in. His scales lightly glow, but slow down, not rapid.
I don't know if this is a good idea, but I want to attempt to cast Calm Emotions on Tristan.
Okay. What kind of saving throw does he have to make?
Charisma 15.
I rolled a natural 19 plus my charisma.
Okay.
So, Tristan, as Finnick begins to cast this spell, you feel the influence begin to creep across your mind, but instinctually you just force it off of yourself. And you feel like that anger inside you stir a little bit.
When that happens, you see when the magic tries to imbue and he fights it off, you see that it was a light glow, and then his scales get brighter and his eyes go almost completely reptilian, and he looks at her directly in her face with those eyes, and the eyes look intense at first, and then as he keeps the eye contact with her, they slowly go right back to normal. And he just looks at her, keeps the eye contact, doesn't break without blinking for at least 20, 30 seconds before.
Tristan, roll an intimidation check for me. Finnick, roll a stress check for me.
Shit. Okay.
Natural.
Natural
Okay.
1. Well, do I have to roll it if
I
Yeah,
swear to
anyways?
still
God.
roll just in case.
It's an 8.
Okay. A part of you, as his intense stare kind of lands on you, it brings up some old emotions, but it doesn't trigger you in a visceral way. But you feel that
Uncomfy.
yeah, it rubs you the wrong way.
At that point, I'm just gonna take a step back. Sort of just like put my hands up.
He's gonna.
Oh, hello, little cat.
She just clawed my thigh and it. Ow.
I'm gonna go over to Tristan and kind of bop him on the forehead. Just not trying to damage him in any way. Just like,
Stop it.
yeah, like, how dare you do that to her? How dare you? She's trying to help you. The very thing we just said we'd do.
And he does that head bop, and he gets knocked into recognition. He looks up and he looks at her again with his regular eyes, and a small tear forms, and he looks away and looks at Gormy. Goes to Gormy. He goes to like hesitantly do the head thing, and then kind of like hesitates, and then looks back at her
So
again.
I'm mad at you right now.
And then
I don't know. This isn't two brothers, one mind. This is you're treating her with disrespect. You wouldn't do this to Miss Roslyn. You wouldn't do this to Marie Lynn. Don't do it to her. She's just as much family as them. Clearly, because you just took off your clothes in front of her to show all these freaking scales. You talked about being tortured in front of her, which you don't do unless we're family. So you know this. Be better.
And he's hearing that, and he goes to attempt to walk away, and then
No. Where you going?
he stops, and
Tristan.
he goes into. Oh, God, what are you gonna say?
You showed me your scales. And I feel like there's something I can show as well. To show you that I understand in some way, shape, or form. I sort of turn around and just lift up the back of my shirt to show them my back. And you guys can see giant scars across her back, along with 2 vertical ones along, like just in between her shoulder blades where her wings had sprouted from when we were in the cave.
Tristan is looking, and he sees, and when he sees that, he takes a second, and then Tristan goes into he looks, and he has more tears start falling from both sides not sobbing, crying, but tears. He's clearly trying to hold it, but tears are just uncontrollably, not a whole bunch, just coming and
I'm
he's
just gonna
he,
go and hug Tristan.
just 1 second before that.
No worries.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
And he sees that, and he's gonna act as if he's getting ready to like turn around and his back to her, like he's gonna walk away, and then he's gonna go into a shift,
Oh no. What did I do?
and he's put his back turned, and he's gonna go, his eyes completely reptilian. He's gonna bulk up a little bit. All the scales are glowing in waves of how he is when he's raging and shifting. And he turns around, and when he turns back around and his eyes are closed, he opens them, and they're bright, bright green with the reptilian black line down the middle of each side, with his fangs completely grown and looking as if he's in rage and mode battle. And he's going to take small steps, intimidatingly, sort of, and stand in front of her, and then put his arms and head down, and then accept the hug.
And then I'm gonna hug
Yeah.
him.
I feel like Whisper's just sitting off to the side, just eating popcorn, just watching this all play out, just like...
Oh, 100%.
And he takes the hug. He doesn't wrap his arms back around her, but he puts his head down and puts it on her shoulder. And yeah. That'll hold for as long as it does. And when they do an embrace, he'll step back, and then he's gonna keep eye contact and looking at her. And then as he's looking at her and they're looking at each other, he slowly, with the colors and everything, going back to normal. And
So we've got to figure out who tortured you. We got to figure out who cursed you. We got to figure out if we need to stop it, how to stop it. We got to figure out what the fuck happened to you. Looking at Finnick.
I assumed.
And when you're ready to talk, we'll listen. I'm pretty sure you wanted everybody to be here, which is why we didn't talk about it overnight during the watch.
Yeah. I was expecting to talk about it last night at dinner, but then we were interrupted.
Yeah.
Jinx. But Joe, I'd like to cast Ascending to, I believe it was Citron of the Platinum Dragon's Rest.
Okay.
Back in Western.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep track of words. Hello, Citron. It's Finnick. I'm checking in on the status of the cure for Tristan's curse. Please respond with any updates if possible. Thanks.
Okay.
Not bad.
Perfect. As you send the message off, it takes a few moments, but eventually you do begin to receive a response. Not used to spell, sorry. back in Vasselheim, speaking to some of the high-ranking members, attempting to find cure. No one's heard of anything. And that's where it cuts off.
I'm just gonna cast one more sending just so. Didn't catch that last part. Please try again.
Oh, sorry. Like I said,
Oh,
new
God.
to this. Yeah, so no one's heard of anything similar to a curse like that, but I'm trying.
Son of a bitch.
While she's doing that, Tristan tried to not do it without anybody seeing. Tried to pull a scale off of his arm.
Roll a sleight of hand check for me.
Okay, and it's a gold one. Not gold. I'm sorry. A red one.
Okay.
9.
Oh, God. I'll just do it again in the
9,
morning.
10.
Okay. Everyone's passive perception's high enough to see you rip that scale
Okay.
off.
Okay. And then before I walk away after our embrace, and then that happened.
Okay. Finnick, anything else
I'm
you
just
want to do?
Oh no! I'm saying, but before, like, I'm gonna hand her. I'm gonna go and put the scale, and I'm gonna give it to her.
Okay.
It's a golden scale?
A red scale.
Right.
Red. Okay.
As he hands it to you, Finnick, there's a little bit of blood on the underside of it. You feel, as it kind of presses against your hand, you feel the bits of flesh that get ripped off every time he does it underneath it.
Oh. That was uncozy.
Does that hurt?
It used to. It used to. I've gotten used to it,
Well,
and he's very cautious about saying that because he was hoping no one saw.
Tristan, I talked to Citrin, the leader of one of the higher-ups at the Platinum Dragon's Rest. He's currently in Vasselheim, and they're trying to... No one's ever heard of a curse similar to this. So, but they're in Vasselheim, so that reminds me, Sammy and Raynor, that other project, and I'm gonna start talking in like a hushed tone.
Hmm.
But they're going to Vasselheim? I think they're going after the Titanstone Knuckles.
Strongjaws, Titanstone Knuckles.
Yeah. They're in like one of the Earth Titan, like the giant Earth Titan that's in Vasselheim. They're in there, and I think they're going after them. I think that's their next.
I thought they were on his fists.
I mean, that's just
They're
what I
going to
saw.
Whitestone.
They're going to Whitestone, but I think that's how they're going to be able to get to Vasselheim.
I think that's where the Titanstone Knuckles might be. Isn't that where? What was the name? Vex Machina. That's where they stay, right? Whitestone.
A few of them, yeah, but I know
Oh.
Pike is pretty busy in Vasselheim.
That's the little one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
White hair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the big guy and the little ones, they were always pretty close, right? Usually seen together
Yes.
when they split up. Imagine if he lives there and they need those knuckles in the Titan, they've got to get them off him first. But good luck with that. I don't think that's going to happen, even if she is made of stone.
They're going after these things that relate to the primordials. They're really trying to max themselves out, like become as strong as they can.
Mm. I don't know how to stop them other than denying them resources. If we can keep this blade away from them, might be enough. Might
I'm just not down to die.
No, I don't want you to die either. That
Yeah.
sounds like a
No.
terrible idea.
None of you are going to die.
But
I will make sure of that.
it seemed like he was saying like you'd die for like a second, but then you'd be able to keep going.
Something
Then,
about
like-
that is fishy to me. Yeah.
Well, everything about it is fishy. But like, he said in order to take the sword after that, he would have to kill you again.
Yeah, I can't
And,
change
like-
my mind, apparently. So,
That seems like a terrible idea. Just when making a sword, just you can't change your mind and put it down.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Tomorrow I can send a message to Pike and let her know, and maybe I can reach out to a few other contacts I have in Vasselheim that might be able to do something.
Utilizing resources is a good idea.
Yeah.
I support
and maybe
that.
they know something too about the blades.
Maybe.
I could try, but it's really hard when I have a limited number of spells I can do in a day.
I mean,
You got more than
where
I
are we
do.
going next?
That's a great question. We could head back to West Room.
So you can take your test.
I could take my test. We could talk to the Cobalt Soul, see what they know about primordials. The swords forged by Moradin about a billion, kajillion, trillion, million, zillion years ago. The connection between these swords into one ultimate sword, and then what that does. I don't like this. I don't like it at all. But what we need is information. And I know you guys are, and I'm going to gesture at Whisper and Tristan, not really the book learning types. So I can do what I can on that front, but
I can do my best to help.
we might be able to get in contact with, what was his name? The dude who lived underground, involved in the shady dealings in the sewers. Goulash, that's his name. Dude with the
Goulash.
mask.
Goulash.
That
Yeah,
name.
that's it.
No.
I need that name.
Um,
Thank you.
Actually, they didn't deal in the sewers. That was the Myriad who...
Right. The clasp operates underground underneath a bar,
Yes.
which got made public. And then they went into hiding in the abandoned Myriad base in the sewers.
Mhm.
So,
I can try
Um,
and send him a message as
well, we can send him a message, or we could just head to Westrune and talk to him about it.
That's true. Oh.
When he says that, he's gonna kind of walk kind of close to Gormrog, not being super like under hush, but they can hear it and go, Can we see Marilyn and Rosalind on the way?
If we're going to restroom, of course.
Yeah.
That's a given, buddy. But information, that's powerful stuff.
Clover has the sending stone.
Do we know about that?
Do we?
No, I don't think you do.
Damn.
I have a way to reach Polaris. I pull out my sending stone.
Polaris might have information that we don't, given where they're from. That's actually a really good idea. Why do I not have a way to contact Polaris like that? I'm a little upset about that. Gonna let that one go. Uh-huh. No, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Because
He
I
still
thought
owes
of it. Don't feel bad.
He still owes me a date. It's fine.
It was my idea.
I'm not bitter. I'm not salty. I'm savory and sweet. A little bit of umami, but getting off track again. Information. I think that should be where we focus our attention. You know, this sword thing. Don't know enough about it, but maybe I can take that test with the Cobalt Soul. Maybe you can connect with some people from your past in the religious spheres. Whether you want to or not is still not clear to me, but
It
I think
depends
it's
on.
a direction.
Just depends on who I reach out to. So.
Don't do anything you're not ready to do. We don't need you having another mental breakdown.
No, it's okay.
But yeah, talking to our contacts in the Cobalt Soul, in Vasselheim, in the Clasp, in wherever else we can think of, Vox Machina, right?
Yeah.
Talking to Polaris in Wildmount. Mine like a steel trap, this one. I don't know if Polaris has contacts in Wildmount that might have additional contacts or ties or information, because I would imagine primordial Titans would not be confined to the geographic divisions that we are as mortals, right? Like the Earth Titan would be able to go wherever there's Earth, the Water Titans wherever there's water, and there's a lot of water on this planet. And
So are they trying to bring them back?
it sounds like it.
And they need the Ultra Sword to do that, right?
I think
Sounds
the
like
Ultra
it.
Sword is like a key that would unlock something that would make the world bring them back. I don't know. I didn't really understand it. But that's why we would need the information. But you said the Titan Stone knuckles are going into the Titan that's in Vasselheim?
Yeah.
And if that's being done by the person wielding the stone freaking sword, it's fused with it, that's a lot of things coming together. I don't necessarily like where that's headed.
Well.
There's a whole lot of, and I'll form the head vibes about it.
Yeah. And it makes me think that even though they're being like, oh yeah, you can do whatever you want with this blade now, blah, 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 they're going to want it eventually.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Yeah.
they are.
They're not going to get it.
they want it now, but like they're playing the long game because they've got other things they need to deal with. And
How many
I'm
of these blades do they have right now?
2.
I got 2. The fire one and the
There's
stone one.
They only
4
had part
others.
of the fire one.
Oh, there's different
Interesting.
parts of each.
Well, the fire blade he showed you was broken.
Guys.
Okay.
Well, we got kind of a timer, it seems.
It's so Sammy has the earth blade. Raynor only has part of the fire blade. There's 3 others that they don't have, and we have the Nox blade. When I was scouring through his mind, there was a platinum colored one, like a very bright white one, that was located in Vasselheim. There was a dark blue blade with a leather handle that was on a boat or a ship in the ocean. And then there was a thin silver blade with like a pearlescent handle, and it's somewhere in a desert.
And those are the 3 we don't currently
3
have in
3
our
we
store
don't.
there.
So neither of us have it, but they know where they are, or
Yeah,
the general
sure.
vicinity.
Yeah. So, like I said, it seems like we have kind of a timer, but eventually they're going to come back for this one.
Yeah, but I think knowing the blade itself and who has it is going to make it a lot easier for them to find it later, as opposed to just in the desert. Right? It's very vague. It's a very big search area, but the Nox blade with Whisper, that's very specific.
Yeah.
You know,
That's true.
and
Just, are we talking about the blade that she was given from?
Yeah, the shard that
yeah.
she
Yeah,
was
yeah.
given.
I'm not sure if this was said. If it was, I'm sorry. I was. Tristan will say during that part. He's in. Are you sure that that wasn't given to us for us to be tracked?
no, that's what I'm saying. Like now
Oh,
that
okay.
they're familiar with the blade, that's exactly it. They can track that or track her, and you know, I'm pretty sure we've even talked to people who are capable of what's the word, scrying
Yeah.
on people, on places, on things. Like we know that is a capability that certain magic users have. I don't like it, but
I feel like
Yes,
we
they-
just fell into something much bigger than we wanted to.
When she says that, Tristan makes very heavy contact, eye contact with CC. Finnick, sorry.
Whisper, roll a perception check for me.
Okay. That's 19.
You feel that pull that you felt yesterday. You feel it getting further and further away from you. And it just kind of sits there as a reminder. As they are pulling away from you, you feel that connection you had with them stretching out across the distance.
Weird, because I totally thought it was from the sword to the sword piece, so that changes things.
it's from. This is Dom speaking, not Gormrock. I'm getting the idea that it is from the completed sword and the chosen person of the Nox blade. Right, like these swords are trying to pull themselves back together because the essence of the Titans is within them. they want to come back, and because you're the chosen wielder of the Nox Blade, and they said quite bluntly they can't take it from you unless you are
Only-
dead.
Only if she fully absorbs it, though. Only if she does the dying thing.
No, even then, it has to be willingly given, or she has to be unable to keep it, which means dead.
I don't remember that part.
That was not this session, but last one. Yeah, so this is just me thinking out loud. This isn't Cormac, but interesting.
Okay.
Joe, I've got ideas and theories, and I love it.
So now what, y'all?
Well, while we wait for Clover to rest up, because she was acting really weird and tired, but I have to offload some of my stuff. I'm weighed down by some of the stuff in my pack. Like I've got torches in here. I don't really need torches, especially not this many of them. So I'd like to, find a place to maybe sell them. Won't get much for it, but
Sounds good.
maybe we can pick some stuff up on the way there or back as well, because I'm down to my last dagger. And I would like more than just the one if I'm gonna keep throwing these things and losing them.
Oh, well, I'll hand you 2 of my daggers.
Thank you. Okay, that solves that problem. But I still need to offload some of this stuff, so you want to find a shop somewhere where we can do that?
So the nearest blacksmith forge you're aware of is the one you spent the night at.
Mm-hmm. The one we stole the wings from?
Yes, the one you stole the Clover stole the armor from.
Mm-hmm.
Based off what you've seen already, there is the, let's see here. Nope. There is the Verdant Bow, which is a bowery, which doesn't really, they sell arrows and bows and hunting equipment, stuff like that. There is the Gilded Lily, which you've already been to, which is the alchemist shop.
The gossip.
Yeah.
The town gossip is there.
Yes. Besides that, you're not familiar with any other shops that would be useful in this time, Whisper.
We could go back to the one we stayed at with what's his face.
See how he's doing. Give
The
him an
dwarf,
update.
Yeah. So off we go.
Okay.
Making our way.
Making our way down to the forge. So, we spend the better part of about half an hour making your way down through the higher end district of Lirangorn back into some of the more, down into the more war-torn, if you will, parts of Lirangorn. Things are getting cleared up now, and all of the bodies have been removed, though bits of blood and ichor still litter the streets, as well as some rubble from the battle the previous evening. Eventually, you make your way back towards the forge in which you had spent the night. Entering inside, you see Hjalmar, kind of his shirt off at this point, has got it just kind of wrapped around his waist with his apron, also just taken off and just slouched over his waist, just held on by the belt. You see, covered in muck and dirt and grime, just doing his best to kind of organize his shop, even though it didn't take too much damage. You get the sense he spent a lot of time on the streets kind of helping get things back together, and he's kind of getting up for the day and getting ready to head back out onto the streets, not even having enough time to bathe. You see him, and as you all look in, he kind of turns his attention towards you. Well, it's good to see you all made the evening.
And you as well.
Coming for another night's rest, or is there something else I can do for you?
Actually, we were thinking we might be patrons today.
Back on business.
All right.
If your shop is open, then.
There's always time for business. What you looking to buy or sell or what? What do you got?
Sell
bit of both?
a couple things, but
All right. Well, let's see what you got first off.
all right. So I guess since I'm the one who initiated this, I'll start. 10 torches and a scimitar.
I'll give you 5 copper for the torches, and I'll give you 10 gold for the scimitar.
All right.
Okay.
I'm not here to haggle or argue. I'm mostly just looking to offload this stuff. Add that in. I think that's really it as far as items I have. I am now still carrying a lot of weight, and I don't know why. Oh, that's why. I've got 4 ropes of 50 feet each.
You want to pass those out to your party members?
Do you guys have rope?
Yes, I have 2 ropes.
I'm good with rope.
Tristan?
I do, but if I'll take those if you are willing not to get coin for them.
I mean, how many do you want? Because I'm willing to get rid of at most 3.
I'll take 2 of them if.
All right, 2 of them are yours. Add 2 ropes. Hemp rope, 50 feet. And I think I just accidentally deleted the whole stack. Yeah, it did. And if he's still willing, I'll sell him the other one.
I'll give you 3 silver for it.
Done. All right. Now I'm at a reasonable amount of weight. I don't have any extras. I'm good on selling.
Okay. Anyone else want to sell?
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I guess first off a question. Are the weapons that we took from the castle marked at all?
Not that you see. They don't seem to be marked at all. The armor you see is definitively marked in that style, but the weapons just seem stock.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna sell the weapon.
All right,
Oh,
so
shit.
what are we selling here? 5. What did I tell you had?
Question is, did I write it down? I'm so sorry.
No, I don't think I sent it to you. I think it was 5 long swords, 5 pikes, and 5 shields, I think is what it was. Because you rolled high, so you got like equal of everything.
I will keep one of the shields though.
Okay. So for the 5 swords, let me just get my calculator out here because I'm bad at math.
Is it just a regular shield?
Yeah, they're just regular shields.
Okay.
So for the swords, he'll give you 37 gold and 5 silver.
Okay.
For the pikes, that's fine. He'll give you 12 gold.
Okay.
And for the shields, you're selling 4.
Yes.
He'll give you 20 gold for the 4 shields.
Okay. And then I also would like to sell him. Would this be a good place to sell my crossbow, or should I sell that somewhere else?
You could sell it here or somewhere else. He's willing to buy it from you.
Yeah, I'll just sell my crossbow. I'm gonna give my crossbow bolts to Clover when we get back.
Is it a light or a heavy crossbow?
Light.
He'll give you 12 gold for it.
Cool.
I'd also like to sell my quarterstaff.
He'll give you 4 copper for it.
4 copper?
Yeah.
Cool.
Not his forte, but he's willing to buy it off you because he trusts you.
It's a long stick. I mean,
Yeah.
do what you will with it. If anything, you can armor plate it and upsell it. Like, upcycle it into something badass. Okay.
Whisperer, Tristan, anything you guys want to sell?
I'm good.
Okay.
Helmer, do you know of any place that might sell enchanted stuff?
What kind of enchantments you looking for?
Not the potions.
Well, I may have something in stock if you tell me what you're looking for.
I don't really know what I'm looking for, to be honest. Just looking to be a little more prepared than I am.
Well, I have a sword I've been working on that may be of interest to you. I've had my associate, Thalarin, kind of doing some enchantments on it that may interest you. So,
Do go on.
So, let me just get up my notes here. So, it is a little something, little dwarven magic. He's kind of wielded into this. When you activate the runes, it can make you grow in size for a time. About a minute. It will keep you larger.
Sounds more strength based. I'm thinking more a little agility. Something to keep me light on my feet. Something.
Well, I did take something in the other day. I haven't had a chance to have it appraised yet, but I have this staff, or javelin rather, that may be of interest. If you'll give me a minute, and kind of turns and begins to make his way back towards his back room. You hear a bit of rustling, and eventually he comes back out with a javelin. Let me make sure I get this. There we go. As he brings it out, the center of the shaft is long and gray steel almost, coming into two blue caps that kind of spike out with these long, almost lightning bolt blades on the end. Kind of hold it and whips it around. He told me this is some lightning bolt javelin or something like that. Maybe of interest to you.
How much do you want for that?
Well, considering everything, what do you say, 550 gold?
That is too much for me.
I can pitch in.
No, I'm gonna save it for something else. But no, I appreciate it. Anybody you know that might have rings or wearables?
I mean, things are tough nowadays with everything that's just happened. But rings? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anyone. Maybe the treetop traders would be your best bet. They might have
Give 'em a
something
look.
that you are you looking for?
Give them a look, maybe on the way out of town with Clover. But no, I think I'm good for the rest of this. Thank you,
All right.
though.
Well, is there anything else I could do for you? If not, thank you for everything you've done for us. Get home, get wherever you're going safely.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm good though. Anybody else need anything?
I'm good.
I'm fine.
Okay. Where'd you guys want to head to next?
I mean, I do think that we should hit the treetop trader with Clover, because that seems like stuff she'd want to have access to.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I wanna wait for that. I don't have anything else I want to do until then.
Yeah, I'm pretty set.
Anything else that y'all wanted to discuss before we end tonight's stream?
I want
Do
to
you
check
wanna-
on Talon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, easy enough. As you all begin to make your way out of town into the forest surrounding Lirangorn, Whisper, how would you like to summon Talon?
I have some of my leftover bacon from breakfast
Mhm.
that I was eating while all that stuff was happening outside. I have just one piece left, and it's a dang good question because I feel like we set up like a way on how to summon him, and I forgot. So I'm just gonna be druid craft and make the smell of bacon like much stronger. And Talon, you out here?
Roll a performance check for me.
What am I performing? And this
Guidance.
is outside, right? The gate.
Yeah.
I'm giving you guidance.
Okay.
Oh, guys,
That's a
can be
nat
so fun.
20.
Okay. So,
So, the total, thanks, is 25.
okay.
Nice.
So, as you kind of start to disperse the smell of bacon throughout the forest outside of the Lyrangorn, you wait a few moments, and eventually you start to hear the sound of like tree limbs snapping under immense pressure, and you see leaves kind of getting knocked off ahead of you from the tops of trees. These branches almost slamming down, and eventually you see the flash of Talon's feathers as he kind of leaps off in front of you, smashing through one of the branches, kind of slamming it down in front of you, and he slams down in front of you, his claws digging into the ground, and his mouth reaching out, trying to find where the bacon is.
Talon, I'm so happy you're okay. I'm sorry. I only have one piece left. I was supposed to be more, but then it just doesn't matter. Here. I cast Speak with Animals.
Yes! Oh, I love bacon so much.
I was so worried. Did you stay safe this whole time? Did you fight anything? See anything cool?
This crazy thing with like these really big wings that came at me one time, but I took care of him real easy. He was little and red, and I bit him, and he was like it burned my mouth, but it didn't taste really good. It tasted like fart. Anyways,
well, I'm glad you're safe.
Did you see that really big dragon that jumped out of there like a while? Like, was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Thing with wings that tasted like fart. He definitely fought a devil of some kind. Tasted like sulfur.
Yeah. Where did you see which direction the dragon went?
It went that way, and it like tried to point towards north.
Okay. Cool.
Good. Not the direction we'd be heading.
Yeah.
That way.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, did you see anything else cool?
So this one night, a squirrel came up to me and he was talking to me about like how he's getting ready to keep all his like nuts in this one area, and I was like, that's why do you need to keep nuts in one area? And I was really confused, and he tried to talk to me about it for a really long time, and I was like, I don't really care that much about how you have to store your nuts for the winter time, because that seems like a lot of a waste of energy. Why not just sit up for the whole winter time? Because it seems like if you just want to do what you got to do, why would you want to sleep for a whole few months? I mean, don't get me wrong, I could sleep for a whole few months, but there's so many other cool things out there that you can go and see, and like, why would you want to just waste your time sleeping? And I mean, there's adventures to be had.
I get it.
Right?
Totally. You eat him?
No, I didn't eat him. He was nice.
Oh. Okay. Do you eat squirrels?
I mean, occasionally, but he came up to me.
Okay.
He was really nice. I think his name was Alan.
Okay. Good to know. I'll keep an eye out for an over-talkative Alan if I ever talk to squirrels.
Okay. I'm glad I could be of help.
So I think and I turned to the party and was like, what do you think? We're staying here like one more day and then heading out?
Probably another day or two, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Well,
not
we'll
too.
head
Yeah.
Just until we figure out where we're headed after
Yeah.
we get back to Western.
Okay. So it sounds like maybe I'm gonna turn back to Talon. It sounds like we might be here like another day. Is that okay with you?
Why can't I come in the city? It seems so nice in there. I'm bored out here.
Would I know if there is any precedent of griffins or things in Lyrangorn?
I mean, there's wyverns.
I mean, there's
That's
dragons everywhere.
But are they gonna do wyverns attack griffins?
You can
Would I
roll
know?
either a
Can I
nature
roll?
or a history check.
Yeah, let's do that.
With your brother
not-
being first rider of Lyrangorn, I would imagine that you might have learned a thing or two.
Nope. 7.
I'll say you've never seen a griffin in Lyrangorn before.
I mean, The danger's past, right, guys?
Yeah.
Here, at least.
Yes.
And they have stables in the city, right? Like places where Talon could sleep overnight.
Yeah, there's plenty of stables that would be there.
Yes.
They typically house horses, but
Yeah, as long as he doesn't eat the horses, I think he'll be good. Okay. Let's do it, Talon.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah!
Come
It kind of starts like jumping, prancing in a circle.
And then I turn back to the party and was like, so Talon's gonna come back into the city with us. Hope that's okay.
Well,
I don't have any issue with it.
you know this city better than we do.
Not really. You'd be surprised.
As he kind of finishes
Yeah, I mean-
skipping around, he kind of walks up and is just swaggering almost towards you, like, let's go, can't wait, gonna see a city.
But you have to be on good behavior. Don't eat random animals or be
People-
too rambunctious in small spaces.
I will do my best. You kind of just
Okay.
sense the hyperactive energy of Talon doing his best to quiet his mind for that statement.
Talon is a 10-year-old boy
ADHD.
with ADHD, like
I was just
going
about to
on
say that.
an adventure with his mom and dad. It's like, I don't know where we're going, but we're gonna go and do stuff and things.
Yeah. So let's
You
head
see
back in.
You see him like try to stand really proper, his hands really close together.
I mean, the way you were walking was fine. I just mean, like, don't knock over pots and pans and vases on the street, and yeah,
No pots, no pans, no people on the street.
yeah.
Okay.
Don't eat the horses. Like,
Okay. Can I eat like the mice
I'll-
or rats?
yeah, sure.
Or
Yeah,
cat?
sure.
Ooh, can I eat a cat?
No, cats might
Please
be
don't.
somebody's thing. I'll buy you food
Sorry.
too. So
Ooh, bacon?
yeah, I'll buy you
Yes!
more bacon.
Love bacon.
I'm just having my own kitchen.
So we head back to the city.
What'd you say?
We head back to the city.
All right. So, gathering your mount, ally, friend, pet, Tristan, Talon, Freudian slip. You begin to make your way back into Lyrangorn to gather your ally Clover, finish up any business you have for the city, and eventually make your way towards your next adventure, whatever that might be. And that is where we're going to call it for the evening. I think that is it. Does anyone have anything for anyone?
Next week, Goodberry Cafe here.
Hey, check out our link tree. Follow all the links. Join our Discord. You know, we got social media platforms you could follow. We got a merch shop you could check out. There's stuff and things.
Lots of stuff and things.
Okay. Well, if you're watching us on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. It helps with the algorithm.
And hit that notification bell so you
Hit the
know when we
notification
upload any new videos.
We can use it. We'd love it.
I respond to every comment that's out there, whether it's me liking it or commenting on it. So you get to talk to me at least. I know that's not a big deal, but you do.
It's a big deal for me. I like talking to you.
If that's it, I think so. Check out our VODs. I got to interview IVB from the Crit Awards and Taz for her cast interview. So both of those are live on YouTube today, and Taz's will be alive tomorrow. You can catch Spell Shots episodes up there. That's it. I'm just vamping here. All right, everyone.
Do we not have? We have Patreon, right?
We did.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's in our link tree.
If you guys would love to give a little bit extra, you don't. Yeah, I don't have it ever for any of your channels, but if you have anything, pennies, dollars, Patreon will go a long way to help us
All right.
grow and get.
We're working on our Patreon, so we'll get back to you with what actually gives you. Anyways, love you, geeks. Good night.